Fall 2025 might not be as stacked as last summer. With sequels of Dandadan and My Dress Up Darling, new titles like The Fragrant Flower and The Summer Hikaru Died, and many more. But it's far from empty. Of course, the heavy hitters are back too. One Punch Man Season 3, Spy Family Season 3, and yes, the final season of My Hero Academia. And that's just scratching the surface. But today, I want to focus on the new adaptations, the ones that might surprise you the most. This season has something for everyone, a semi-dystopian future where a 14-year-old boy is Santa Claus, a creepy story where the very thing that wants to devour you might also protect you, and an awkward workplace romance, full of human charm and moments that just hit right. 3 completely different vibes, 1 season. Let's dive in. So let's start with the weirdest and maybe the boldest of the bunch, Sanda. This one comes from Paru Itagaki, the mangaka of Beastars. If you've read her work, you know she loves mixing social commentary with these strange unexpected worlds. And Sanda is no different. And yes, the name Sanda is basically one letter away from Santa. So if you're thinking, wait, does this have something to do with Santa Claus? You're not wrong. The anime is also being produced by SARU, the same studio behind Devilman Crybaby and Dandadan, which means we don't have to worry much about production quality. It's in really good hands. The setting is Japan in the year 2080, and things are bleak. Because of a catastrophic decline in the birth rate, only 0.01% of the population is under 15. To fight back, the government has gone full dystopia, assigning marriage partners, banning kids from sleeping to slow development, even making them use separate toilets from adults. Basically, kids are seen as more valuable than adults, but also more controlled. It's a future Shinzo Abe is definitely not proud of. Now in this society, Christmas doesn't even exist anymore. People think it's some ancient custom or made-up legend, because Santa Claus himself has been sealed away for centuries. But on December 25th, in the middle of a snowstorm, a middle schooler named Kazushige Sanda has that seal broken by his classmate, Shiori Fuyumura. A very questionable first grade, by the way. What makes Santa stand out is how it mixes bizarre Christmas mythos with sharp social commentary. It's strange, unsettling, but also thought-provoking. And with Science Sorrow adapting it, I'm expecting it to look stylish, chaotic, and maybe a little unhinged. Exactly what this material needs. So yeah, Santa Claus is a 14-year-old boy. As strange as it sounds, Santa might just be one of the most unique anime of fall 2025. Now let's shift to something a little more eerie. This Monster Wants to Eat Me is one of fall 2025's Girls Love titles. Last time we got a gay horror, which wasn't that far back, it was a banger. And this one, although mostly focused on the yuri side of things, is a very interesting one. The story follows Hinako, a girl who lost her entire family in an accident. Ever since, she's carried this vague wish to die, not exactly wanting to take her own life, but feeling like she doesn't belong in the world anymore. That's when she meets Shiori. Not this one, but a mermaid, apparently. Shiori tells Hinako that her flesh and blood are basically a delicacy to yokai, Japanese folklore monsters. She promises to protect Hinako from all other monsters, but only because she wants to eat her herself once Hinako is at her most delicious, just like how men treat pigs and cows. And not to anyone's surprise, Hinako accepts, because to her, it feels like a fate she can actually live with. It is creepy, it's intimate, and it blurs this line between protection and consumption, love and destruction. The adaptation is being done by Studio Lings. Not a big name yet, but the trailer looks promising. Clean visuals and nice atmosphere, nothing to worry about for now. Staff-wise, the writing is in solid hands. Mitsutaka Hirota is handling series composition, and he's worked on shows like Hunter x Hunter and Rent a Girlfriend. What really makes this one stand out though is the tone. It's yuri, but wrapped in horror and folklore. Expect an unsettling mix of tenderness and dread, a relationship where every glance could mean affection or appetite. Basically, it's sweet, it's scary, and it might just mess with your heart and your stomach at the same time. But after all that weird shit, let's finally switch to something wholesome. My Awkward Senpai is set in a normal Japanese office where we meet Azusa Kanava, the senpai. On the surface, she's this cool, competent, and very hot 27-year-old professional. But here's the gap. While she looks composed, inside she's a total mess. Socially awkward, easily flustered, and constantly panicking whenever something unexpected happens. The Japanese salary woman got her own anime. Her new kohai, Yu Kamegaba, is a cute nerdy boy who, unlike the rest of their co-workers, can see through her serious look. He knows that behind the intimidating aura is a sweet awkward woman who's just misunderstood. Now I'll be honest, I picked up this manga for one reason, this hot 27-year-old woman. But the more I read, the more it kept me hooked. It didn't bore me for a second. It's light, it's wholesome, it's funny, and it's honestly refreshing compared to all the heavy dark stuff this season has to offer. No monsters, no curses, no collapsing societies. Just office life, awkward romance, and a beautiful 27-year-old woman. I swear that's the last one. The only thing left is for the production team to not screw up the adaptation. So if you want to break from all the chaos this fall, my Awkward Senpai is the perfect palate cleanser. Must I remind you that she's hot as fuck?